Starting this class seated, could be on your knees or in simple crossed legs. For the first few seconds, for the first few breaths, just sitting absolutely straight and calm. That's it. Eyes open in case they were shut. And let's start with a little bit of wrist work. Fingers interlocked. Get your palm heels together and gently draw figures of eight with your wrists. So you're not drawing circles, it's like a horizontal figure of eight. Doesn't matter which direction you're going in, because pretty soon you're going to be changing that direction anyway. Keep your palms together, don't let them separate. Stop, and let's go reverse. So change direction. Now, this could be slightly confusing for you if you're not used to it. And stop, release. Thumbs inside, form a fist, a very loose fist, it's not tight at all, straight arms. Now draw circles with your wrists. And while you're doing this, your elbows are absolutely straight. And there's always one part of your fist touching the other. Reverse. And stop. Hands beside you, fingers open. Now remember, you don't have to do this too fast, but what you really need to focus on is completely open and completely closed, all right? Hands down. Let's start. As you raise your arms, open and close your fists. Go. Doesn't have to be too fast. Just make sure it's all the way open and all the way closed. Slow, raising your arms up as you're doing that. And start coming down. Once more, open, close, all the way open, all the way close. Maybe your speed has gone down a little bit, and that's understandable. And relax. That's it. Get onto your hands and knees. Now we're moving from here into a down dog. But the thing is, your focus is on your shoulders, not on your hammies, not on your lower back. So I would recommend that you keep your knees bent for now. Breathe in. And on the exhale, lift your hips up into a down dog, but with bent knees, so you can focus mainly on your shoulders. Inhale, shoulders forward, nice and slow, knees all the way down. Exhale, back up, bent knees. Inhale, shoulders forward, knees down. One more, exhale, back up. With control, shoulders forward, knees down. Now let's change that a little bit. Open your position just a little bit. So take your knees a little further back. And again, we're focusing on bent knees. You don't have to straighten the legs if you don't want to. Breathe in, breathe out from there itself. Slow, push back into a down dog, focusing on the shoulder region. Inhale, forward and down. If you have a shoulder injury, of course, you're doing less. That's understandable. Exhale, back up. Really press your palms into the ground so that you don't slip. Shoulders forward, knees down, complete control. Last one. Exhale, up. Inhale, forward and down. Sit back on your heels for a moment and give your wrists a little bit of a shake or draw circles, maybe even shrugging the shoulders if you need to. And here's the last one. Now, exactly the same thing, but from a plank. And now, if you want to straighten your legs, that's completely understandable. Hands forward, getting into a plank. Feet slightly apart. Shoulders a little rounded over here. Protracted shoulders. Breathe in and breathe out. Down dog. Inhale, shoulders forward. Slightly rounded, neutral neck. Exhale, dog. Last one. Inhale, shoulders forward. Exhale, hips back. And stay for a few seconds. And that's enough. Step forward, one foot at a time. Inhale all the way up. Surya Namaskars. Feet together, palms together. We're starting with variation one. Release. Inhale, up and back. Breathing out, forward bend. Left leg all the way back. Inhale. Lift the back knee first and then plank, straight line. Down to the mat, knees, chest and chin. Inhaling into cobra. Exhaling into down dog. Left foot all the way forward. Breathing out, forward bend. Breathing in, up and behind. Straighten, let it go. Inhale up. Exhale down. Right leg back. Plank to the ground. Cobra, chest up. Down dog, hips back. Right forward. Forward bend. Inhale, up and behind. Straighten up and release. Now we're doing Namaskar 2, but the only difference is that today, when we do the up dog, I'll ask you not to turn the feet. And the reason I'm saying that is because after that, we'll follow with Namaskar 5, where again, I don't want you to turn the feet in the up dog. Let's do this. Namaskar 2. Feet together, palms together, and we'll do 2 of these. Release, inhale, up and back. Forward bend down. Left leg back straight. Plank. Low plank, or just lie down if you can't manage that. Now, without turning the feet, straight arms, upward facing dog. Push the hips back, down dog. Left foot all the way forward, right leg straight. Forward bend, stepping together and folding over. Inhale, up and behind. Straighten, release. Continue up, down. Right leg back straight. Plank. Chaturanga, low plank. No turning the feet. Up dog, straight arms. Down dog, hips back. Right leg forward. Forward bend. Inhale, up and curving back. Straighten, let it go. Okay, Namaskar 5. Now, this involves going back into a down dog, not into a plank. So you can jump back and, of course, jump forward, or you can just step back and step forward. The only thing is, if you're stepping, then you got to do it in a bit of a hurry. Let's do this. Last two for the day. Namaskar 5. Release. Inhale straight up. Don't look up. Don't go back. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, head up, looking forward. Exhale, jump or step into a down dog. Move your shoulders forward and then let the hips drop, up dog. Lift the hips just a bit. As you do that, bend your elbows. You're now in chaturanga. Straight arms, up dog again. Hips back, down dog again. Bend your knees, jump or step to the front, head up or half up. Exhale, forward fold completely. And then finally, straight up. Remember, no looking up, no curving back. It's a very vertical position. Release. One more of that. Inhale, straight up. Exhale down, Uttanasana. Breathing in, head up. Breathing out, down dog. Inhale, shoulders forward, drop the hips, up dog. Lift the hips, descend, chaturanga. Straight arms, up dog. Hips back, down dog. Jump or step, half up. All the way down. And then all the way up. Straight arms. Release. Wonderful. Let's start practice. We're starting with one-legged postures. Now, these first few, make them slightly easy. There's no need to do them too strong. Feet together. Fingers interlocked. Right knee up, grab. Straighten the left leg and then slowly start pulling in. Release. Feet together. Fingers interlocked. Left knee up, go for the grab first, then straighten the right leg, and then finally you can start working at the pull. No hurry. Get one step clear and then go on to the next. Release, let it go. Next, now we're doing the tree pose. I'll start facing you, but then I'll turn to the side so you can see what's going on. Right leg out to the side, planting the foot inside the thigh, knee pointing outward. Get into that. I'll just turn so you can see my arms. Now, here, we're doing something slightly different today. In this position itself, point your arms back. Now, if you want, you can stay here, but if possible, fingers interlocked behind your back and then straight arms, really opening your shoulders out. Elbows bent, release hands, right leg down. Same thing on the left foot inside the thigh, knee pointing outward. Whenever you're ready, arms back. And if you can, fingers interlocked, straight arms. Elbows bent, fingers release, left leg down. Beautiful stuff. Now with a little twist. Right knee up, about hip level or slightly higher if you can. Left hand forward, grab the topmost part of the shin and slowly start turning to the right, resting your right hand on your lower back. Focus on turning the chest, not turning from the hips. Come back to center, right leg down. Left knee up, right hand forward grab, turn to the left and place your hand on your lower back, your left hand on your lower back. Return to center, leg down, and relax. Okay, now here's the last one. Now, if you can't do this completely, it's okay. I'm going to ask you to take both your hands behind in the standing bow. Now, if that doesn't work for you, just grab with one hand. You should be fine. Feet together. Right hand goes back a little bit. Now, in a hurry, grab the foot. In a hurry. The faster you do this, the easier it is. From here, bend your elbow and pull your heel close to hip. Then take the left hand behind, interlock your fingers, and grab the foot. Once you've got that, straight arms, moving your foot a little away from the hip, and that's it. We're not doing any more for now. We will take this forward later, but for now, this is all you're doing. If it's difficult, just grab with one hand. You should be fine. Come back with your heel close to hip. Release the left hand first. Release the right hand, leg down. On the other side, left hand back. In a hurry, grab the foot. Now, if you're having trouble with balance, maybe you can touch your right hand to the wall or something and keep that right hand there. It's okay. Bend the elbow, pull heel to hip. Take the right hand back, interlock fingers, grab, and very slow, straighten your arms out, pushing the foot away from yourself. Release, elbows bent, right hand first, left hand next, legs down. And that's it. We're done with that. We will be doing single-legged standing postures again, but in a while. Let's start. Keep your belts close by. Stay close to the wall if you need it for the single-legged postures, all okay. Starting with a triangle. Right leg forward, left leg back. Triangle, arms up. Breathe in. Tuck the hip in, go forward and down. And you're starting easy, so start on your shin. Breathe in. Breathe out, go a little lower, just a little lower. So now maybe your hand is on your foot or your ankle. If you can, right hand on the ground. And finally, for some of us, not for everyone, bend the right elbow, taking your shoulder even closer to the knee. So you're going lower than usual. And that's enough. Inhale, come on up, nice and slow. Lift up the back heel, you're facing forward, and step to the front. Now, it doesn't have to be in one step. Maybe you take 2 or 3 steps, that's fine. Left arm out to the side, right knee out to the side. Two fingers grab the big toe or using a belt, and then bit by bit by bit, straighten that right leg outward. Beautiful. Release, let it go. Now, all of that on the left leg. Left leg forward, right leg back, arms up, ready for triangle. Breathe in. Tuck the hip in, go forward and down, starting with the shin. So that's the way we're working things today. Really taking your time with the stretch, really taking your time going deeper, and then doing a single legged standing posture. Breathe in. Left hand traveling lower. Left hand even lower, maybe to the ground. And if possible, lower. Slow, come on up. Lift up the right heel and step forward. Could be two steps, really doesn't matter. Right arm out to the side, left knee up, two fingers grab, and slow. Start trying to straighten that left leg out. And release down. Wonderful. Okay, front of the mat. Next step. It's all very similar, the same sort of logic, but of course, different postures. Facing forward, you're not turning to the side now. Right leg forward, left leg back. We're going into Parshottanasana, the pyramid. Hands on hips, breathe in and breathe out. Fold from the hips and keep your hands on your shin, never on the knee. And it's a half up. You're looking forward slightly. Now, for this one, as it progresses, you might want to bend the right knee, and that's completely okay. Exhale a little lower with the hands, and it's still a half up. Exhale, lower, hands on the ground if possible. Still looking forward. And finally, breathe in and fold over completely. You're welcome to bend the right knee slightly. That's fine. Right knee bent. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, hands on hips. And inhale, lift yourself up with the help of the leg rather than the back. Step together. Left hand on hip. Or you can use the wall for some balance. Right knee up in front of you. Use a belt if you have to, two fingers grabbing the big toe, and straighten that right leg out in front, not to the side, directly in front of you. If you have a dining table close by, maybe you can put your leg on that. You can put your leg on the back of a chair, all okay. And release. Let it go. Left leg forward, right leg back. Hands on hips, breathe in. Breathe out, fold. Halfway only, hands on shin. Hands on ankle. Hands on the ground, if at all possible, maybe with a bent knee. Breathe in and fold completely. You're lying down over your thigh. You're trying to get your face to your shin. So we're not rounding up today. You're going into a flat forward fold. Your body is flat on your thighs and your face is over your shin. Left knee bent. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands on hips. Inhale, push with the leg and step together. Right hand on hip or touching the wall maybe. Left knee up. Two fingers grab the big toe and straighten out if you can. Release. Beautifully done. Relax. Next, revolving triangle. But again, we're moving slow. So you'll take your time traveling down your shin to your ankle to the ground. I would really advise you use a block for this one or even two blocks. The thing is, with the revolving triangle, we won't bother taking the opposite arm up in a hurry. We'll do that right at the end. Start feet together. Right leg forward, left leg back. It's an average step, just like the pyramid. Right hand on hip, and we'll keep it here for a while. Left arm up, breathe in. Breathe out, twisting as you go down, starting with left hand on right shin. Weight over here. Focus on the turn. A little lower, so hand on ankle maybe. Left hand on the ground, inside your foot. Use a block if you need it. And finally, left hand on the floor across the foot. And now we'll say right arm up. Right knee bent, both hands down to the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands on hips. Inhale all the way up and step together. Right hand on hip. Right knee up. Left hand holding the foot. Slowly start extending that right leg into straightness. Focus on the turn of the chest. And if you're okay with it, right arm back. Only if you're okay with it. Don't worry about the right arm so much. That's it. Come back, facing the front, and then releasing the right leg. Parivritta Trikon, revolving triangle on the left. Left leg forward, right leg back. Left hand on hip, right arm up. Inhale. As you exhale, you turn and go down, starting with the shin. Right hand a little lower. Right hand lower on the ground inside the foot for now. And finally, right hand across the foot. Now left arm up, maybe even looking up. Both hands down, knee bent. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, hands on hips. Inhale, push up. Step together. Left hand on hip so that it's out of the way. Left knee up. Right hand forward, grab and straighten out. Now you can start focusing a little more on the turn of the shoulders or the turn of the chest. And if you're happy here, left arm back. Return to center, release, and let it go. Okay, next bit. Now, we'll do both sides on the ground first, right? Right now, what we've been doing is we've been alternating with the single-legged standing posture, but we'll do both postures on the ground, both sides on the ground, right and left, and then we'll come up and we'll do right and left. Now, for these, I'd really advise you to have some extra padding under the knee. So if you have a hard floor and a single mat, you just need to do something like this and put your back knee on that fold. If you got a soft floor, a soft surface, or a thick mat, you don't really need that. Let's go. Fold over, get into your down dog. Right foot all the way forward, back knee touching the ground. You can keep the back foot as it is, or you can point it. And here's your first one. Hands on thigh, sit up, chest up. Now you're not holding yourself above the back knee, you're trying to push the hips forward. And we have another one over here. Now, this one's slightly strong, so anyone who wants to avoid this is welcome. Hands down on the ground. Turn a little bit to the right. So turn slightly to the right. Turn your shoulders a little bit to the right. Now, in a hurry, bend that left knee, grab the foot, pull heel to butt, and then push your hips further forward. Careful, this is strong on the quads. And if you take your time grabbing the foot, you might even cramp up. So feel free to avoid. Release. Move back into your dog and shake about a bit. Left foot all the way forward. Right knee touching the ground. Simple low lunge. Ashra Sanchalan. Maybe pointing the back foot, maybe not. Come on up, body up. And just relax over here. Make sure you're not tightening your shoulders. Pushing the hips forward towards the heel. Shoulders relaxed. Arms beside you, not elbows popping out. Arms relaxed beside you. And that's enough. Hands down. Turning a little bit to the left. So turn your shoulders a bit. Bend the right knee. Grab the foot. Pull heel to butt and then try and push your hips a little forward again. Release the foot, hands down, lift up the back knee, and go back into your down dog. Bend your knees, step forward, one foot at a time. Inhale, up. And here we are, final standing posture. It's a standing bow, but with both hands behind, all right? Now, if you found that difficult the first time we did it, again, I'll say just use one hand to grab the foot, and the other hand you can use against a wall or something so that you have balance. Let's start. Feet together. Remember, your choice, one hand or two, completely okay. Right hand back. In a hurry, grab the foot, bend your elbow, pull the heel towards your hip, both hands behind if possible, fingers interlocked. Now, straight arms. Moving your foot away from your hip, let's try and deepen the bend, pushing the foot further back and away from you. Wonderful. Inhale, return to neutral, weight with balance, elbows bent, left hand release, right hand release. Left hand back. Hold. Pull heel to hip. Right hand travels back, fingers interlocked. Straight arms. And now start trying to increase the curve. Your foot pushes back into your hands. And you're trying to get your thigh at about hip level, maybe. Release, come back. Elbows bent. Right hand let go, left hand let go. And we're done with the standing postures. Breathe in. Fold over, hands on the ground, and lie face down on your mat. Relax for a few moments. On your forearms, starting with easy cobra. Elbows directly under your shoulders. Shoulders are a little active, so you don't want your neck disappearing inside there. Your neck should be visible, shoulders pushing down. And release, down. Once again, starting in easy cobra, but now we change things. Elbows on the ground, in line with your shoulders, and from here, straight arms, supported cobra. Elbows down, head down. Supported cobra again, but a little stronger. Hands beside your face. And inhale, up, straight arms. So it's just a little stronger than before. down, head down, relax. And now we do those again, but with a tiny change. Start on your forearms. Now we add a little something to this. Bend your knees and touch the insides of your feet to each other. And that's it, just stay here. Now, since we're here, we'll move into the next one from here itself, trying to keep your legs as they are. So don't let them move away from you. Keep your legs as they are without too much tightness. And let's go straight arms. Don't squeeze your legs too hard. You might cramp up. Down. Relax. We'll do one more. Hands beside your face. Knees bent. Feet pointing up to the ceiling. And let's go straight arms. A little stronger than before. Wonderful. Release. Head down. Relax. Okay. Feet a little wider apart than usual. Just a little bit. Chest up just a bit again. Now, bend the left knee, hold the foot from inside, and try and pull the heel down towards your hip. Once you've done that, face forward again. Do not keep looking behind. If you're cramping up in the thighs, you can avoid this. Release, let it go. Same thing on the other leg. Remember, holding the foot from inside. It starts off as a pull, but then it turns into a push. And once you've got it, face forward. Beautiful. Release. Let it go. Head down. All right. Come up onto your forearms. Now, we've come to our target posture for today, and that is the bow posture, dhanurasana. But the thing is, today we're breaking it up. We'll first work one end of the body, then we'll work the other end, and then we'll try and put it all together and do a proper bow. Now, rather than explain it all at once, let me just show you what we're doing right now. So for the first one, you're using the strength of your legs, your quadriceps specifically, to try and pull the body back. What that means is your knees, your thighs will not come off the ground. They will stay down there. That's the most important thing. And it's not going to look very impressive. It's not going to look very deep, but you will feel it. Lying down, knees bent, hold on to the feet from outside. Remember, thighs stay on the ground and really slow, pushing your feet away from yourself, and that's what lifts your chest up. Remember, thighs stay down, really rolling your shoulders back. And release. Head down, rest for a moment. Okay, on your forearms again, so that while you're resting, you can see what I'm about to show you. Now, this time we'll go opposite. We'll use the strength of the upper body, the arms, to try and get only the thighs off the ground. Your chest and your chin will stay down. Let me just show you, and then we'll do it together. So you grab your feet Make sure your chest and your chin are down. Bend your elbows and try and lift the feet upward, not towards you, upward. That's what you're trying to do. Notice my face is still down, my chest is still down. All right. So now you're working the other end of the spectrum. Let's go. Knees bent. Hold on to the feet. Keep your chest down. Keep your chin down. Bending your elbows up to the ceiling. Start lifting. Get your thighs off the ground. And again, these won't look very impressive. They won't look very deep. And release. Thighs down. Let your feet go. Head down. Rest. And finally, let's put all that together and do the real thing. All right. Dhanurasana, trying to go up from using activation from both sides. Grab your feet. It really doesn't have to be deep. That's okay. Inhale, chest up, thighs off the ground, hopefully, and go. The bow. And release down. Head down. Relax. Okay, now we're done. Time to start closing up. Time to start bringing the spine into neutral. Using your hands, push yourself onto the back of the mat. We're going into child pose, but a slightly active child pose. Thighs apart, hips on heels, hands on the ground. Breathe in and breathe out. Walk or slide forward. Absolutely straight arms today. Slow look up. Walk your hands back and keep your hands somewhere in front of your knees. Now, you might change that position a little bit. From here, everything else stays the same. Breathe in. And just like the cat pose, drop your chin, hunch your shoulders, and create a posterior tilt to the hips. Rounded back, head down. Beautiful. Release that. So we're finishing off with a shoulder stand and a plow. Now, if you don't like doing the shoulder stand, we have an option for you, and that is just this. Lying down on the ground, fingers interlocked, and a very easy hold in Pawan Muktasana. You're not trying to do anything, you're not pulling, it's not active, you're just relaxed over there. Your arms are doing, the weight of your arms is doing whatever's necessary. So you're not actively pulling down, just relax over here. All right, just let it go. If you are doing shoulder stand, it's only an easy shoulder stand to start off with. Maybe you can straighten up, maybe you can go into the plow. Now, when you go into the plow, maybe your legs are not straight, we'll work at that. Maybe they don't touch the ground, we'll work at that. But I would really recommend that you use height under your shoulders. That will protect your neck in the long run. So if you look at me, I'll be folding my mat 4 times. Please remember, shoulders on the mat, head off the mat. Okay, let's do this. Only if you like. If you're comfortable with the shoulder stand, Create a fold, and then legs up, starting easy, which means you're shaped like a boomerang with a little bit of a flex in the hips. Okay, slow. If you can, straighten up a little bit. If you can't, that's understandable. And maybe descending into a plow. Maybe not. Release the position, arms on the ground behind your back. Use your arms to control your descent. Get your hips down, get your feet down, and rest over here. Now, normally we do a fish posture to release the neck after the shoulder stand, but not today. Today we'll release the neck when we finally sit up. All right, knees bent, feet together, drop to the side, and slowly push yourself up into a seated position. Simple crossed legs will work the best. Breathe in, breathe out, turn to the right, turn your head to the right, not the chest, not the shoulders. Back to center, breathe in, breathe out, turn your head to the left. Inhale, return. All right, hands beside your hips or slightly behind will also do. Breathe in, roll your shoulders back, push your chest forward, and then finally look up. Come back with control, with care. Sit tall. Straight back, calm face. Palms together. Breathe in. And a gentle bow of gratitude over here. And we're done.